Season usually doesn't start until like October, I believe. September, it varies when you have to go. And so for that, playing, that's my passion. That's what I want. So I'd be training, but hopefully doing a lot of work, a lot of groundwork during this time in grad school to be able to work remotely, essentially, and go back and forth through the off season.
Wow.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
That's amazing. I mean, how did you even get the ability to start that process? How did that come about?
I feel like I can't tell my story without just just God. Honestly, sorry. Oh my God. Sorry.
I don't want you to feel like you have to go like crazy into detail.
Yeah. Well, when I went in 2017, that was my first time doing a camp. From there, I was able to go to India and France and see some of the frameworks and models which had worked. And I said, okay, I think this is very possible and feasible how they do it from the grassroots level. From there, you start scouting some land. Again, interest level, talk to the Minister of Sports, the Federation of Indian Basketball. Is this something of interest? And from that point, as I said, you kind of get the land, you build out the model, architectural structure, and then you go into the fundraising, the sponsorship, and then get into the hiring models and all that stuff. But I'm not there yet. So we're in phase 2, which is fundraising. So that's fun. So fundraising and marketing
I think
campaigns.
the next phase should be you run for president. I'll vote for you.
No. You need to just try to pass classes and survive on the team. That's it.
Is that, so I know you started an organization called WAKE.
Yeah, Women and Kids
Is
Empowerment.
that tied to that or is it separate from
Absolutely,
that?
it's the exact same.
It's the same thing, okay.
Yeah, so it'd be just Wake Academy.
Okay.
So from there, it was just Wake Global Camps. So that's kind of our 3 programs, Wake Global Camps, which will still be in effective.
Okay.
Which will still be in effect. Then the second part will be Wake Women Empowerment. So that's just providing job training, gender equity models and workshops. So probably working with Peace Corps and other organizations who have that. I don't have that. And then the Wake Academy will be the third element of that program.
What did you say it stood for?
Wake Academy, Women and Kids Empowerment.
Okay.
That's our main focus.
Why is it so important to you to bring basketball to young girls in different parts of the globe?
Because I knew a time when I didn't have it. And some days it feels so close because I go back to the very community that I was in and some girls haven't seen a basketball player. And that's still there, so that kind of keeps me going. But I just think about my upbringing and how much, it's still a passion, but I was always like, okay, well, who will I marry? How many kids will I have? When will I get married? The majority of those I know who are in the country, childhood marriage is real. So you think about girls at the age of 15 and 16 who are already married and in the workforce. So basketball being an outlet. And when you talk to their parents, it's not like I don't want my daughter to go to school. I want the best for her. I just don't have the opportunity, I don't have the access, and I don't have the resources. So kind of trying to combat that.
You mentioned that being part of this program just taught you so much, gave you so much. I know that's probably like a 20-minute answer you could give on that, but what are some of the specific things that you're going to take from this experience?
I would definitely say, it changes every day because I always think about it, but I would definitely say what it means to be on a team. So 3 things: what it means to be on a team, paying attention to detail, and how important culture is. So the first part is being on a team. It's very different than being on a team and a part of a team, but showing up every day as best as you can, being selfless, figuring out what your teammates are like and their communication style. So it's really not easy to be on a team, but it's definitely worth it once you work at it. The second is paying attention to details. I'm still working on that, but how often can you not get someone to say something twice to you? How can you be one step ahead? How can you be proactive in thinking and trying to problem solve? Because it's so easy to find the answers and to want the answers, but how can you pay attention to details to kind of get there? And the third would be culture. I just want to sit down and thank Coach. If Coach sees this, Coach Oriema, thank you for showing me how powerful it is to build a culture and what it means and how it functions with or without you, and how amazing it is. Because culture is not easy to build, but it's intertwined. It's in the hallways. It's in every detail of what we do. It's the foundation of this program, and it's incredible to just see how they built that and how they sustained it for 35 years and plus.